All right, so we completed the first pass.
Mm-hmm. We still have a heavy flak gun there.
Yeah.
In the second firing pass, we don't have any rockets. He's going to get a shot off again.
So let's cross off our rockets too, because I forgot to do it. So these guys don't have any rockets left, right?
Correct. They can come in and do bombing, and then you have your 2 dedicated bombing flights.
Yeah.
They have more bombs on board, so they will roll on a different table to determine
So are they more likely to do damage then?
Yeah, more likely to hit, actually.
But, you know, I could just stick to this area, because the modifier from the flak is going to be bad since it's an adjacent area.
Mm-hmm.
What is going to be, are the flak wagons going to be the juiciest targets? Which targets are going to give me the most VP?
We consult the VP table, which is table G1, victory points by target type. And we can see that a Sturmgeschütz is 30 victory points.
Uh-huh.
A flak wagon is 25.
And what about the rail cars?
Opel trucks are 5. Rail cars are 20. They're usually carrying goods of interest. You've also got your 8-wheeled armored cars are worth 8. So you can see what's most important are the Stugs.
Yeah, I kind of want to go for the Stugs and the rail cars, it sounds like. So,
but those flak wagons are still worth 25. The rail cars are worth 20.
Yeah.
So it's better, it's smarter to take out the flak wagons because, of course, they're going to be firing at you.
All right. Okay, so let's split, and now I can use all of them.
You can use all of them.
And I can take as many passes as I wish.
Mm-hmm.
So what if I would go in now and take out the flak wagons and the heavy flak? The next turn, would I be able to attack unopposed?
We don't know yet because there's likely additional light flak hidden in buildings and such which you don't see yet.
All right.
You know the flak wagons are there because you can see them. You'll only know what the white flak is when you get to phase B.
Got it, got it.
So we may have none, we may have a lot.
And that's how we do it. And I'll keep my top cover down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'll save them for emergencies going back to England.
Yeah, you might, the way you've been rolling, you might end up with more bogeys.
Yeah.
Of course, they may be American, but your guys may not know that.
Yeah.
You've had quite a mission so far.
Yeah, it's been eventful.
Collision after takeoff.
Killing friendlies. Yeah, okay, so we got 2 of the Stugs, so let's put this now at the place P47s.
Which you've done.
So now we have place heavy flak.
Well, you don't have to place it. It's a white one.
All right, okay.
Because it's already placed.
Yeah, we already did
Once placed, it never moves.
So
Targets and flak never move once placed.
Yeah, and we have no rocket fire left.
We have no rockets, so we go to resolve heavy flak.
And these, yeah, right, because we spent the multi-roll ones that has the rockets, and the bombing ones obviously only have bombs.
Right.
So let's see here. Then we have resolve heavy flak, and we have a +1 here. Mm-hmm. So it is likely to go more up here.
It's going to be in row 2 to 7.
With the white one, we want preferably a 6.
The white is the row.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So it's in column 4.
It's going to be in 7,
row
4.
7.
Yeah. Perfect.
Terrible shot.
Yeah, probably there's new recruits to the Luftwaffe.
Now, if you can imagine, they're manning this flak gun and they're looking at no less than 7 P-47s bearing down on them.
Yeah.
No wonder they missed. They're scared to death.
Who wouldn't be?
Yeah. So that's it for that. Now, moving on, you place the P-47s in the zones on the right. Choose your targets. You place the P-47s directly on top of the targets that you wish to attack. Okay?
Going for the rail cars.
Smart man.
Those high VP numbers. Okay, so now
Next,
we need to
roll for our light flak.
We got a 6.
So the 6 on the table is no light flak. So there's no additional light flak at the target.
Okay, perfect.
We only have the 2 flak wagons.
That's perfect.
On this table, by the way, light flak table D, we could have had more flak wagons, or we could have had 3.7 centimeter flak 43s Vierling, 2 centimeter flak Vierling 38s, and 2 flak wagons. So we could have actually had a lot of heavy flak if we'd rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Quite lucky on that to get a no flak.
So then we go to resolve light flak, and we have the two flak wagons.
The flak wagons are going to fire now. Resolving light flak is on table D2. And light flak damage, the last column is the flak wagon. You roll 2d6 and you want high. As always, you want high.
5.
5. Okay, now first thing is the light flak are going to attack. The first aircraft that they'll attack is the ones that are attacking them. So that first one has a choice of 2 airplanes. Which one will it attack? It only attacks one.
It's going to attack B.
So you roll a 5. Light damage, a d6. 1 or 2 is a light wound. A 3 to 6 is shaken. So he's shaken. You can write on the card, shaken and light damage. With light damage, any kind of damage, you have to roll on the critical hits table. Table S1. 2d6.
2d6, we want a low number.
You want high always.
We want high. 5.
5. You're doing one. Another light wound. So he's got a second light wound.
Okay, which leads
to... write it down, 2 light wounds. So he is able to continue, with a light wound, he's able to continue his firing pass. But then after this, he's got to return to base.
But the first was light damage.
The first was light damage?
Yeah, it wasn't light.
He didn't get a light wound.
Yeah, so it's a
now
light
he has
damage,
light damage and a light wound.
Yeah.
It means with light damage, he could have just continued on.
Yeah.
But with a light wound, he's got to, after this firing pass, he has to break off and head home.
All right.
And this gets complicated.
Yeah.
We'll see how the
road home goes. Yeah. Okay. So then we have the next flak.
Good. Next flak. Again, he fires at the one that's attacking him.
2d6.
Yep.
That's a better number, 10.
A 10 is no effect.
Perfect.
So now we conduct our bombing. In order, by flight, choose who you're going to bomb with first.
Okay, so we start with trap lead, which is 9QA, 9QB, and 8NA, and 4WJ.
And you do them in the order on the card.
Okay, so is it the lead that starts?
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to be B, the one with the light wound.
So he goes ahead and he rolls. That is a multi-roll flight. So he rolls on table E3B, multi-roll configuration.
1d6.
1d6.
He rolls a 5.
Target is hit.
Target is hit.
By the way, he would add his DRMs, which is +3.
Yeah.
So he basically...
Do you have a hit marker for me? Or do we not
We're going to resolve it right now.
Okay.
On the bombing damage, it is a flak wagon. So we go to the last row on the bombing damage. Basically, a 1 is no effect, a 2 is damaged and shaken, and a 3 to 6 is destroyed.
And we're free, so he's destroyed.
So a bomb hit on the flak wagon, and it is done.
Cool.
Congratulations.
Right. And then we have J and NA. So WJ, this is this guy.
4WJ.
Yeah.
He's attacking a rail car.
Yeah.
And that is a multi-roll. So again, table E3B.
A 6.
He scores a hit. He would, of course, add his
+2.
+2, so he rolled an 8. Really nice. And a rail car against a bomb, as you can imagine. A 1 is damaged and a 2 to 6 is destroyed.
We damaged it.
You've still got more to resolve, so let's see what other damage you do.
8NA, which is no modifier. We roll a 3.
And without a modifier, that is a miss the target.
Okay.
So he totally missed.
So that's all for trap lead.
And he is...
a +2
+2.
to roll.
So roll with a +2 to hit.
So it's a hit.
7 is a hit, and it's against a rail car. 1 damaged.
Yeah.
We're not doing too well here.
We're not doing too well. And then we have Capaldi, which +2, and that's C. He rolls a 1, but
so
with
3,
a +2,
he missed
that's
the
a 3.
target.
So he misses. Ah, crap. And then we have Walton with no modifier. That's 9QG, which is over here.
I'm noticing how many 1s you can roll.
Yeah. You jinxed me. You jinxed me. That's a 1 on the flak wagon. Horrible. Trademark Lee, that's your squadron or your flight.
My flight is
your
totally
flight is
failed.
Okay, we got more guys though. We got the bombers. So we got trademark green, which is 9QS. And that's over here on the heavy flak.
Okay, this is the one we want to take down.
Yeah, and he has no positive modifier for the hit. What does he need to hit?
This is a regular bombing. He needs a 4 to 6.
Yeah. He got a 6, so that's
He's got a hit. And you can roll on the heavy flak to see if it's destroyed.
Do I get a positive modifier now since he has only bombs?
Yes, you have a +1.
A +1.
Because he's a dedicated bomber, he has a +1 on his damage as well, because there's 3 bombs hitting.
So what do I need to destroy him?
So in this case, you're going to need a damaged and shaken as your minimum worst result.
Yeah.
Which is a 1 or a 2 in this case.
But I got a 4, so it's destroyed. Perfect.
We've done pretty well here. But we have one more bombing flight to take down.
Yeah, we have trademark Red, Radikowski and Powell, and they are 9QV, 9QX. So V is over here and X is over here.
Oh, he was taking out the Stug. The 2 Stugs.
Yeah, so
these are tough to
what do we need to hit here?
Well, your 2 hit doesn't change depending on the target. So he's still got a, depending on his pluses, he's got
no modifiers on these guys.
Okay.
So is that a 5 or higher?
He's 4 to 6 is to hit.
Radikowski, he hits. And then he is a bomber, so he should be able to get a +1 modifier now.
Yep.
And he gets a 3.
Destroyed.
Destroyed.
Wait, it's a Stug? Wait, let me double check that.
+1, so it's a 4.
Destroyed.
Perfect.
Sturmgeschütz bomb damage. Of course, you hit a Sturmgeschütz with a bomb.
Yeah.
500-pound bomb.
Yeah. And then we have Powell, who will need also no modifiers, so he needs a 4 or higher to hit. We'll get a 1. It's a lot of 1s.
He's missed.
So he's missed.
And now we continue on. We resolve the bombing and strafing, which is done, and we break off to make an additional pass. So you can take away all the P-47s.
So I'm guessing now I should mark off my bombs.
Yes.
Since they have been used.
Everything has used bombs.
So let's see here. My rockets are out, my bombs are out. Let's start firing the machine guns then.
Only do strafing now.
Yeah.
And you can do up to 3 strafing firing passes.
Is the strafing going to be able to kill the Stugs?
Well, the strafing...
And the flak wagons?
If you're going to look, table E5, strafing attacks, you're going to hit the target probably. A 3 to 6, plus of course your DRMs.
Yeah.
But against a Stug, 1 or 2 is no effect. A 3 or 4 is damaged, and a 5 or 6 is destroyed.
What about the rail cars? Because they have a higher VP.
Of course, rail cars are quite easy to destroy. A 1 is no effect, 2 is damaged, and a 3 to 6 is destroyed.
Okay, so
this is based on table E6, the strafing damage. It varies by target.
Yeah, so I'll definitely go for those rail cars. Okay.
Okay.
So now place light flak in zones.
We don't have to because it's already done.
All right, resolve light flak. And that's just going to be the flak wagon.
One guy. He can choose one of those 5 to shoot at. Which one will it be?
Let's see. I should choose one with the lowest. Should I roll or?
You roll randomly.
Okay,
which one he targets.
Let's just say this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's a
Number 3.
So that's going to be this guy. That is 9QA. That is yours truly. That is me. So let's see what happens to me.
Okay, flak wagon. You want to roll 2d6, and you do not want anything below an 8.
You got a 5.
Congratulations. You've got light damage to your aircraft. 1 or 2, you've got a light wound. 3 to 6, you're shaken.
1.
So you've got a light wound. You're going to have to break off after this.
Let's see, and that we should have done that with 9B2.
That's right.
Since he was so. Let's see here.
9B2 cannot be on the map. That's a good point.
Light damage.
9QB.
9QB, which is Stefan Wikgren. So he
just set him up here.
Yeah.
We have to deal with him shortly.
Yeah.
Okay. That's my RTB corner.
So that means I cannot fire this, or can I still fire back?
You can still fire. This is your last round to do so.
Okay. So we resolve the flak. So now we resolve the P-47 bombing and strafing runs.
You've got no more bombs. You're only strafing at this point.
Yeah. So we're strafing against a flak wagon.
Table E5. Good news with the P-47. Strafing is very accurate.
Yeah.
Historically, what they would do is they would line up on the target in a dive, open fire, and then kick the rudders left and right aim this
zigzag motion. It's
into
hard
the
to
target.
miss when you do that. Okay, so we got 9QA.
A 3 to 6, but you've got your
Yeah, he got a
DRMs.
+3, and he got no negative modifier
He's
from
automatic
his wounds.
hit.
Okay, so it's a hit. And to take him out now, I need a 5 or a 6.
And that's what kind of target?
Against a flak wagon. So I need a 5 or 6 to kill him.
You're going to need a 5 or 6 to kill him.
Okay, so
No effect.
it's a miss. So I'll put him in the R2B corner here.
Yep.
And then we got 9QE, which has a +2. So it's likely going to be a hit. That's a 5. It's a hit. 5 or 6 to kill. That's the first good thing you do, because that's you actually, so well done.
Cross off the strafing box
Yes.
as a fire that is being done on each of the cards.
And then we have,
They're all strafing, you have to cross them all off.
Yeah.
Except this guy, because he's not.
there
And
we
you'll
go.
notice, by the way, doing it this way, putting your airplanes here, you know that he's not engaged, so
Yeah.
you don't do anything.
That's perfect. Okay, so let's do the rail cars. So
Same to hit. Whether you're shooting at a Stug,
it's
flak
4, 5,
wagon, or a
6
rail
or
car,
hit.
it's the same
Let's
aiming
start
at a
with
target.
9QC, and let's see if he has a +2. So that's a hit.
Where's the hit?
Yeah, on a rail car.
This is Capaldi, was his name?
Yeah, Capaldi, Dan Capaldi. So
On a rail
to destroy it, he needs a 3 or higher.
You're going to love this.
So it's a 4, so he's dead.
Yep, a 3 or higher destroys a rail car. You can strafe the heck out of rail cars.
Perfect.
It's a perfect thing to do. You'll notice that all the historic videos of strafing trains,
Yeah,
now you know why.
yeah. 9QG, no modifier. But
He
a 4
scores a
is a
hit.
hit, and
Is that a rail car?
3, so he kills him.
Destroyed?
Yeah. That's another rail car gone. And then we got 9QK. And he has, let's see, +1 modifier. So 6, that's a hit. And it's destroyed.
We're leaving this rail yard
Yeah,
at
it's a
Village
wreck.
in complete destruction.
9QH, +1 modifier. That's a
2
miss.
is a
right?
miss.
It's a miss. Ah, well,
You needed a 1 to miss him.
that's unfortunate, but we got 3 of them, so.
You can execute another firing pass if you want to clean it up.
We have the Puma,
Ah, yes.
9QX, which is gonna be, let's see here, I believe it's no modifier. Yeah, no modifier, so 4 or higher. You got a 6.
It's actually 3 or higher with strength.
Oh, 3 or higher. So how do I destroy him now? What number do I need, 5 or 6?
For a Puma, it's not that heavily armored, and strafing does a lot of damage. It's a 4, 5, or 6.
4, 5, or 6. We got it.
Nicely done.
The Puma is taken out. And then we have this poor Stug against 3 of my guys. So I got 9QV. So 9QV is gonna be no modifier. That's a Radikovsky. But he hits.
He scores a hit.
And
5
a
or
5 or
6.
6 to kill. Oops. Yeah, look at that.
Nicely
Radikovsky
done.
does it.
Good karma going for him.
Normally I would roll for the other guys, but since I'm not gonna note it, we'll skip it.
Yep.
Okay, and that's the end of the run. So we break off.
You break off,
Yeah.
you place them back.
All of them go back.
Again, if it was in flights, it's quite easy to do.
Yeah.
In this case, though, since you're probably going to do another firing pass, let's take a look, assess the target here. We've got 1 rail car,
Yeah.
a whole bunch of trucks, 1 more Puma,
And some infantry.
and some infantry.
So what about these guys? Return to base.
Now we have an RTB situation, but you're not done with your firing passes yet.
Okay, so we'll keep firing.
So they have pulled off the target and they're orbiting wide around,
Yeah.
trying to take care of their light wounds. It's not terrible. It's not a serious wound.
So I'm just gonna push everything and do like so.
Okay.
So we have the place P47s, and then we go directly to resolve strafing, since we have no light flag remaining.
Place P47s in zone.
All right, we place them on our
Choose
targets.
your targets.
Okay, so then we have resolve strafing.
Because there's no resolve light flak.
So we'll start
The target
with
is defenseless now.
we start with the infantry. I need a 3, 4, 5, or 6 to hit. So I have 9QX. And that's Powell with no modifier. And he rolls a 6. That's a hit.
He scores a hit. He needs a 3, 4, 5, or 6 to kill it.
And he rolls a 6, so the infantry is down.
Table E6 strafing damage. So from now on with just strafing, we're on table E5 and table E6.
And then we have the next infantry, and we have 9QC, which is going to be Capaldi with a +2.
So he needs anything but a 1.
So he gets a 4, so that's a hit. And now 3 or higher is kill. You get a 4, so that's another squadron dead.
Another, yeah, it's a...
There's not much left
like
alive.
a platoon of infantry.
Let's do the trucks. So we have 9QH, which is gonna be +1. Also 4, so that's a hit.
Scores a hit on a truck.
What do I need to kill him?
And on a truck, and it's a 1 is damaged and a 2 to 6 is destroyed.
So it's destroyed.
Trucks are easy to destroy with strafing.
Yeah.
I think you can imagine that.
Yeah.
It's an unarmored vehicle.
And then we have another truck with V. And that's a miss, isn't it? If I don't have a modifier.
If you, anything with +1.
Yeah. Yeah, he has no modifiers. That's a miss. So we go to the next truck, which is J. Let's see if he has, yeah, he has a +2. So it's gonna be, yeah, that's a hit. And a 5 is destroyed. And then we have the last rail car. 8NA, I believe he has no modifier.
No, that's one of your headquarters flights, isn't
Let's
it?
see here. Yeah, no modifier.
He's a no modifier.
So that's a hit. And to kill, 3 or higher. He's damaged, right?
You damaged the truck, but didn't damage the rail car?
And then we have S, which also, I believe, 9QS, no modifier. So 5, that's a hit. 5, so he's destroyed, finally.
Actually, it was not a damage. A 1 is a no effect. A 2
No
is
effect.
damaged. A 3 to 6 is destroyed on rail cars.
And then we have the last target, which is the Puma. With 9QE, which has a +2. And it rolls a 1, so that's a 3. So that's a hit. Is that a miss?
It's a hit.
Yeah, it's a hit, exactly. And to kill him, I need a...
3, 4, 5, or 6. 4, 5, or 6.
A 1.
Damaged only.
And then we have 9QR, which, let's see, I don't think he has no modifier. There was a 4, so that's a hit. Whoops, I'm gonna re-roll that. A 1. So that's another miss.
The luckiest German armored car in history.
Yeah, I think that Puma will need a diaper change, to be honest. Just gonna mark off the strafing on all of these guys. And then we have one more chance to
One more firing pass, if you wish. You might want to just clean up the last ones here.
I think I might even change, send in trademark yellow, because they'll have 2 more ammo chances in case we run into boogers.
And you only have 2 more zones, 2 more target areas to fly over, 2 more rolls for intercepts, so they can't run out of ammunition. They'll have enough ammunition no matter what.
So I will divide them like this.
You got 1, 2, 3 targets in this area, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets in this area, and one of is tougher.
Okay, maybe I'll send one more in that area then.
Yeah.
So let's roll for strafing. So we start with 9QK, which is +1 to hit.
He's missed.
Miss.
He needed a 1 to miss.
And then we have 9QE. Yeah, it's typical. 9QE has a +2. And he hits.
Got a hit, even with a 1.
He destroys
it.
And then we have 9QH. See here where he is at. He has a +1. So that's a miss, isn't it? A 2.
+1 is also a miss. Yeah.
9QX with no modifier. That's also a miss.
He's also, you're something else with these low rolls.
Yeah, I don't know why.
All the targets are on the zone 1 and 2 as a result. And
9QM has a +1.
I need to, for you, I'll design my next game that you have to roll
low
low
rolls
in order to.
And it's destroyed.
Good deal.
And then we have 9QV, no modifier, Radikovsky. He hits and he destroys that truck. Last truck, we have 4WJ, which is, see here, where is the 4WJ?
He was in your headquarters flight, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah, he has a +2, so he should, yeah.
He's hit. It's an automatic hit, actually.
And he destroys it, right, with a 3?
Yep.
And then we have the last Puma.
So we have 3 P-47s attacking a Puma, driving through the streets of the village of Village-les-Peuls.
No modifier for the first one, but he hits.
He scores a hit.
And
the Puma
is destroyed with a 4.
He needed a 4, 5, or 6, so he's destroyed.
So that's destroyed. So we have only 2 surviving Opel trucks. And I'm gonna go ahead and mark off the strafing before I forget. And I think we're gonna break off. I don't think
you're out of ammunition in a big way.
I have only 2 ammunition left with this top cover, so I think I'm gonna leave those guys alive.
Now there's one thing I didn't tell you. As always, designers will do this to rules.
Of course.
The guys who have light wounds need an escort home.
Okay.
1 P-47. It can't be without ammunition, however.
And does that have to be even if they only have a light wound?
Yeah.
All right.
As many P-47s as are going with a light wound or serious wound that are going home, RTB.
So I need to send 9QM. For each
one of those guys.
For each wounded?
Nope.
So just one.
One escorting.
So let's queue with 9QL. He's going to go with those guys.
Okay.
So that means we have to flip also.
So now you'd write RTB on the card.
Trademark yellow. So we need the 1 counter.
To the 1 side.
Yeah.
You're out of ammunition except for 1 or 2 strafing.
For 1.
For air combat potentially.
We sent L.
With 1 airplane, you just usually write RTB next to it as opposed to crossing it out, which means
I don't know why it's going deeper and deeper in.
There you go. Twist it.
It's just barely pointing up. It's so hard to write with that pencil.
Changing pens. Always be prepared.
This one doesn't work. There we go. R2B. Perfect. Okay, so do we roll now to see if they get back to England, or do they?
Yes, we're going to do that, but we have to continue first with the rest of the patrol.
Okay.
So let's we can go ahead and clean this up. You've got 1 top cover flight remaining. Everything else is here. It's top cover, but it has no ammunition.
Yeah. So
that means you can engage.
And 9QA and B needs to be reduced. So B and that's 2 from Trapper lead. So that means this one needs to be changed to a counter which has only 2 planes on it.
Trapper
lead.
There
we go. So we have 2 planes remaining in that flight.
We started off with such a formidable force.
Yeah, and it's getting thinner. Okay, so we forgot to roll for some heavy damage.
Well, we had light damage.
Yeah, we had
whether
light
it's
damage.
Light damage or heavy damage, you still have to roll in the critical hits table.
Yeah.
A and B. At
9QA, 9QB, which is Daniel Niemi and Stefan Wikgren, drinking buddies.
Yep. Table S1.
So numbers, we don't want low numbers.
You don't want low or really high in this case.
So that's A.
6. No critical hit.
Perfect. And then we got B. 11. That's got to be good.
Engine damage. P-47 suffers serious damage to the engine, must terminate the current firing pass. Already had to do that because you had a light wound.
Yeah.
Break off RTB immediately without any further attacks.
Okay. And he's already doing that.
Yeah. In this case, you have to roll something. A D6.
Yeah.
The engine, don't want low.
5.
On a 1 or 2, the engine would seize. A 3 to 6, the pilot is going to make it back to Bistern.
We got a 3. So he makes it back.
He makes it back.
Perfect. And I think that's a good place to cut. So next episode coming up, we will roll for 9QA, 9QB, which are both being escorted back to England by 9QL. And then we have 2 more areas. I think we were in D now, right?
Yep.
So we have E, F, and then we need to make it across the channel to make it back to England.
And make your landing.
Yeah, and make our landing. So, and we're also going to tally up all our VP from destroying all those targets at the rail yard at Village Les Peuls.
Les Peuls.
Les Peuls. All right, so thank you so much for watching and joining us. And don't forget to subscribe because you don't want to miss out on the conclusion of Achtung Jabo, or noon at D-Day.
Yep. Thank you, and it's great to play this game with you.
Yeah, really fun.
Introduce it to the world.
Really fun. Okay, guys, see you next time.